Doesn't look like I'll find the car. Here. Let's try another location. Doesn't look like I'll find the car here. Let's try another location.
There's been a big crash on the highway close to your position. 1 Tango 10. Can you take over?
Sorry, we can't take that.
Copy. I'll send another unit.
Doesn't look like I'll find the car here. Let's try another location. Nat, look. This is it.
Look who it is! The officers finally caught up. Took your sweet time.
Jig's up, Cole. You're going back to prison.
Shouldn't have shown up in town so often. For someone so smart, you've been surprisingly easy to catch.
I'm not in shackles yet, and I dare say I'll remain free today since you're still stuck with my minion. Instead of hunting me down, I suggest you get your own backyard in order first. After all, your associates aren't exactly saints either. Why don't you take a look at them?
What does he mean by that?
Don't let him get away!
What a beautiful morning.
No.
Ah!
Wait just a moment. Do you really want to go after him right now? All hot-headed and angry? That's a bad idea.
Then we'll go after the others.
Wait just a minute. What did Cole mean when he said to get our own backyard in order?
I don't think he meant our. He was looking straight at me. But I also don't know. My family is fine, aren't we? My dad and Grandpa did good for the community. Or does he know something more?
Forget about it. Don't let him put doubt in your head. Why should he know more anyway? I'm sure he's just teasing you.
Right. Then let's get back to the task at hand. We'll come for Cole sooner or later. The jig's up. But maybe you can save yourself by telling us about Travis. Where is he now?
Honestly, I was never one of his closest lackeys. This girl, Jillian. But be warned, he's clever. Very clever. When we first met, I tried to trick him and got my fingers burned.
Fine. It was me who planned his escape. I owed it to him.
Did he force you to?
No, quite the contrary. We've been friends for years. I was still a girl when we first met. Didn't have my motorbike, nothing. But believe me when I tell you, I was fast as lightning on a normal bike. And he saw my potential. We spent a lot of time together in Apolloia City back in the day. And if there's one thing I can tell you about him, is that he has a good heart. Maybe you'll realize that when you meet him.
He was always a good customer, that Cole guy. I got to know him through a minion of mine. Don't know where he found him. Anyway, he always talked about a morally better world or something. Not all that interesting to me, but he promised me, let's see. And who am I to say no to a good deal? Anyway, you might want to check out...
You know, Travis is not the only one who was wronged by the system. Not the only one wishing for a fresh start. My family, my friends, and not least myself are all victims of the current system.
Please stick to the topic and tell us about Travis.
I won't, because you are part of the problem. You allow bribery to happen and justify it. You are part of the system that allowed racial profiling to be covered up. You are part of the demise of my family. You are part of the unlawful, and this is all you'll ever be.
We know where he's from. We know where he might be. But it's hard to tell what awaits us. On one hand, he seems to be quite powerful and ruthless. On the other, his motives might be genuine. We have to be careful. You know, I'm happy we get to see places like this.
sure take good care of this place.
Hey, Chief.
Hello, officer.
Not yet. Yes, Chief.
I cannot express how proud I am of how far you two have come. With all his henchmen caught, it's only a matter of time before we get Travis Cole back as well.
We're not done yet. Better not count our chickens before they've hatched.
Just make sure you act quick enough now. Don't rest on your laurels. Cole is not in custody yet.
No need to worry. How much worse can he be than his comrades?
Don't take this lightly. And I'm not only talking about him, this is a high-profile case. The media are on us at all times now.
We'll handle the case properly. No need to worry, Major.
Whatever you do, please don't make a mess. If we don't do this right, the image of the whole PD will take a massive hit. We can't allow that.
Understood, sir.
Stop it, Marsh! There's an old car over there. Seems abandoned. That can't be a coincidence.
What do we have here? 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 Whatever... What do we have here? What do we have here? An unfinished note? This is definitely a clue, but I think there's something missing.
Looks like it's only half a message. And what about those wires?
The wires are barely visible. If they are placed at neck height and you walk into them...
Don't jinx it. We won't fall for his games. Are you trying to kill us?
Damn it!
Looks like it'll be hard to get around here. Why not speed it up and use our drone instead? We can read the message as a whole now. What does it say?
I know about you and your past. Meet me at St. James Cemetery to learn the truth. Travis Cole. It reads like an invitation. While we've been chasing Cole around the area, he's been waiting for us at St. James.
We better not keep him waiting any longer. If he wants to get caught, let's do him the favor. The license plate says TC, as in Travis Cole.
That's his car, right there. Looks like he really is waiting for us.
Pretty bold of him.
Could still be a trap. Remember the things we found on the way here? We better be careful.
What are you doing there?
Just double-checking that it's Cole's car. Imagine what Major Capetta will do to us if we're wrong here.
With the press on our heels? He'd probably behead us on the spot. What are you doing there?
Just double-checking that it's Cole's car. Imagine what Major Capetta will do to us if we're wrong here.
With the press on our heels? He'd probably behead us on the spot.
This is 1 Tango 10. We've located the fugitive Travis Cole and are about to attempt an arrest. We need reinforcements in case things don't go as planned.
This is dispatch. Understood, 1 Tango 10. Send me your location, and I'll have more units come your way.
We are at the St. James Church in Apaloya City. We're entering the churchyard and cemetery now.
Understood. Take care. Reinforcements are on their way.
See that? A tripwire. Don't step on.
Damn. And that's not the only one.
There you are. Took you long enough to get here.
For someone who was arrested for smuggling and money laundering, you're putting on quite the show. What is all this about?
You might not have noticed, but what you're accusing me of is the most harmless thing I've done.
Care to confess?
This might surprise you now. Yes, I'd like to confess a thing or two.
How come I don't think you're going to tell the truth?
Just you wait, officer. What I was doing is far greater than petty crimes. I was preparing for you, your PD, and the whole state to witness what has been in the shadows for too long. No. I need to show you all the sickness, the wrongdoing, and the corruption on which your precious state was built. And I'll start with you, Officer Marshall. Let's clear up the case that made your family famous.
What about it? They protected innocent lives that day. As do I every day.
And that's where you're wrong.
And you think you know more than I do? Where do you get that confidence?
Because, Officer Marshall, contrary to you, I was there to witness everything firsthand. I was at the City Hall that day, and there was no gang of anarchists, or whatever the media might have reported. There was nothing but an opposition and voices that weren't heard that day.
Then who started the gunfight? 2 people were gunned down, without a doubt. If it weren't for Marsh's father and...
If it weren't for them, those 2 would have lived. The politician who was shot that day had doubts about the oil company and its plan. He was about to join the opposition. The others couldn't let that happen. And the suspected shooter from the gang, a young lad with good arguments and good connections, he could have made the change. He was unarmed.
You're trying to tell us that it was all a cover-up? Someone used the chaos to shoot the 2 victims on purpose?
Not someone. The politicians in favor of the oil field had all the officers present in their pockets.
There must have been a good reason for what my dad and grandfather did. They surely
Didn't collaborate with the oil company? Didn't take their paychecks and medals and stayed silent? Open your eyes, officer. Someone who grew up like you, who always kept up the superficial standards, wouldn't understand what it feels like to be oppressed and ignored. Now that I've given you some food for thought, I'll take my leave. I've got one more thing to do.
Wait, you can't just... Thanks, Marsh. I thought I was done for. But what about Cole now?
I'll send someone else after him, don't worry. We'll stay here and take care of the others. What do we... What do we have here? Cole put mines all over the place. What do we have here? These burned bomb parts are evidence of what happened here. What do we have here? Did Cole just lose this? Or was it here before? What do we have here? Here's some wire from Cole's traps. What do we have here? And there I was, thinking the collection of explosives in the barn was big.
I'm stuck! Get me out!
I'm stuck! Get me out!
I can't get up!
Hey, are you all right?
Just a scratch.
You have to check.
Got it. We're...
Thank God.
What can you tell us about...
A trap triggered an explosion. Some nice...
Thank you for step...
Sure. What about it? Good morning, Chief. How'd it go?
Unfortunately, the officers you sent after Cole.
There's something else.
Cole was able to pull off one last act of.
That's not all. He managed to publicize a list of the names of officers.
Feels like it puts us all in a bad light.
It's not all terrible, Officer Marshall. We must. It's now our duty to rebuild trust. And I'm going to do that by rewarding your So, I'm promoting you, Officer Marshall, and your partner, Officer Cordero.
What? Really? Thank you.
The official ceremony is next week. Make sure you're wearing your dress uniform.
Hey, Marsh.
Nah.
Not officially. But you know me.
True.
So?
There's...
Yeah.
Both?
You're... How?
I'm sure...
Right.
Let's do that. Can't wait to... Oh, I just can't leave you here, can I?